Alrighty then. We have to pull this mic down so you can hear me. Hey there. There you are. Wow. Let's see if this light works. Of course not. Of course not. Ooh. It turned on. Wow. Okay. Nobody breathe. The light is on. Probably should. I know I shouldn't touch it, but let's just turn it a little bit that way. Okay. That's better. Now we just need some viewers. Abracadabra. Alakazoo. Turn blue. Where's my people at? Well, they'll show up. And if not, I'll have something to talk about. So this is the HGLRC Draknight. Got it for like 20 bucks off of Amazon. We're trying to find something to put this abomination on. So this is an 03. Yeah, I took one of the motors off. It's around here somewhere. But this is a baseline, which is an 85 millimeter. And just so you know, this does not fly very well at all. But can you imagine? I think it's taller than it is wide. Let's see. I think this is taller than it is wide. That's not a good thing for a drone, by the way. You typically want it to be quite a bit wider than it is tall. All right, so it is 71 tall. Okay, so it's almost equal. So it's 78 wide. Asbestos fibers! President reporting for duty! Thank you, asbestos fibers. Someone's here, so I'm not talking to myself. So what we're doing is we're taking this abomination, this baseline that came from a Mob 85. Just don't worry about this. I took this motor off already. That it flies, but it does not fly well because it is almost as tall as it is wide. And also it's leaning. It's my leaning tower of Mobula, or 03. And then if you start looking don't look real close, but there's like some really crazy TPU stuff going on there that I got to make this mount work. So we're going to try. I don't know if this will even work. Who knows? This is probably never been done before. But this is a beta FPV. Hold on. You know, I got reading glasses around here somewhere. All right. Ever since I got LASIK, like 6 or 7 years ago, they put in the long range vision, which messed up my short range vision. So these are 1103, 11,000 kV beta FPV motors, and going to be moving all of the electronics, everything but the frame, from this original Mobula 8 that has a 03 air unit. And I'm going to be moving it to this new HGLRC Draknight. Draknight. I mean, that is a cool. It sounds like it's out of a Batman movie, doesn't it? So let's open this box up. Do an unboxing live on YouTube. An unboxing. Never happened before. You've never seen an unboxing before. You've never seen an unboxing like this before, because this is McShaky trying to do stuff with all of the problems that come along with being a McShady. Had someone ask me on a stream today. It wasn't a stream, it was a comment. They said, "No disrespect," which I don't take any disrespect from anything anyone says on the internet. Like, whatever, dude, say whatever you want. Cool. I may have to ban you if you say the wrong things, but generally not. Haven't had to ban anybody yet. People ban me. So here is, dude, there's Vessel RX Fly Pirate View. Thanks, man. Got me a few of the hairs trimmed yesterday, so I don't look like all bushy anymore. But we are unboxing the HGLRC Draknight. What is it in here? Let's open her up. So anyway, the person said, no offense, but do you have Parkinson's? Nope, no Parkinson's. It's called essential tremors. All right, here we go. This is what came in the Amazon HGLRC $20 bag. And that's a cool looking little frame. I like that. You know what's crazy? I have a HGLRC what is it called? The one with the 1S battery cell that you just plug into it. Actually, I had the 1S and the 2S, and those videos are still getting a lot of hits. I guess there's a lot of people looking to buy those. There's my battery. It comes with a battery holder because this is going to be 2S. Here's the thing that makes these and the Eagle and the other frames in this genre interesting is that is aluminum. That's not carbon fiber. That's aluminum. It is. So that little piece of aluminum is heavier than the entire carbon frame. That just gives you an idea of how much heavier aluminum, or as Derpy would say, aluminium. Aluminium. There's two of those. Let's see what else we got. I mean, for $20, I think we've already got $20 worth of stuff. So, what is that? I don't know what that is. What is that? Ground voltage LV. Oh, I bet that's a buzzer. Is that a buzzer? I bet that's a teeny tiny buzzer. The itty bitty buzzer. Yo! It's the amazing woman of the night. She owns the night in her HD zeros, man. I mean, I'm here to tell you, if you haven't seen. So on here you'll see Raya Kim 2324, but actually she's Mrs. Metalcraft, the one and only. Whereas Mr. Metalcraft is the owner of the All Things Wet. Not going to go there. But she knows how to fly at night really well. Like she owns the night. So another battery holder, another 2S battery holder. I'm not sure if that's foreboding or what do you call that? Forbearance. What do you call it? Foreshadowing. Hopefully it's not foreshadowing. But I'm a fan of just using rubber bands too. I don't care. I don't have to be all fancy with the TPU battery holders. So here's what we're taking. We're taking the Leaning Tower of O3 yuckiness that I built on another live stream and ran into walls, and it doesn't fly very well because it's too top heavy. It's not, and dude, this is freaking heavy, man. O3. And I wanted to talked about it then. I want to pull this in front of here so that it, instead of it being on top, I want it to be more slim so that we get more of a longer view. So that's, and then I saw this Draknight for 20 bucks on Amazon. I mean, that's kind of how it's going to look, something like that. So we can put the O3 in there. We can put, I'll go ahead and cut this open. I'm not looking forward to going to work in the morning. Waking up at 0450. 0450 is when I will wake up, get up, get dressed, get a banana, grab a shake. My lovely wife will have, she's making me shepherd's pie tonight. So I'm eating pot pie for dinner tonight. She's making that right now. Chicken pot pie, homemade. I mean, the crust is Pillsbury, but the chicken is from a rotisserie chicken. We just get a rotisserie chicken from Sam's because it's like $5-6 or whatever. And then she pulls all the meat off of it, chops it up, puts it in the different little baggies, freezes it, and then when we want chicken, chopped good rotisserie chicken, we just pull it out of the freezer. And there you go. Rubber band source. Oh, where I got a bag of rubber bands the other day. I don't know where I got them, but you might be able to search this 1.4 by 20 millimeter black rubber bands, 100 pieces, RA011, made in China. I like these. These are actually have one of these on here for holding the 2S battery. So I don't know. So far they're working good. Working well. We're going to use proper grammar. Working well. Working good. Let's see. It didn't say on this Draknight what VTX to use, but I'm just going to assume ASSUME. Assume. I can't read Chinese, so all of these bags are marked in Chinese. Dude, Vessel, you are in the know, man. How did I get the same rubber bands as you? That makes me very happy. I'm not kidding. Like that literally, what did I drop? I have to get a magnet later and check out the floor because there's something that just fell on the floor. I don't think it was from this. What is that? Oh, that is not from the bag. That is from a Nestle Crunch. Maybe it was from this because it's either from this or when I was working on my did y'all see my video on my new, what is it? It's a 3-inch Tune RC toothpick. That's what I did on the built on the last live stream, and then I went and flew it, and then I made a video and posted it. Actually, I took 2 live streams and some flight footage and an iPhone video and just smashed it all together. I don't know if it made any coherent sense at all, but whatever. It's the big shaky way, right? I think as long as I make the audio not come in from left field and blow heads eardrums whenever he's watching my video, I'm okay. Which I don't know if y'all saw that last video, but I actually put in there that I did that in, I leveled all the audio and videoed me leveling all the audio so that he would see that I leveled all the audio. He didn't really give me any input on that though. I'm sad. No, I'm okay. But here's one of the little risers that Tune RC used with that 04 Pro. I really like that. I really like it. But it needs a tune, man. The stock Betaflight tune is not cool. Like, I'm not a pro pilot, but I with my shakings, it's hard to feel how good stuff is anyways, like flying. But I can tell it's got like some issues. And I'm getting yelled at that my pot pie is ready. So I will be back in a jiffy as my data center buddy that I worked with in Sydney, Australia, in a data center right before the 2020 Olympics. Jiffy. Hey, there's off axis. Holy cow. All right, I will run. I'm running to go get my pot pie, and I'll be right back. So you guys chat among yourselves. We got a really cool crowd in here with some cool people. I will be right back. Oh, you too. Thanks. Thank you. All right. Okay, let me give you some quick, if you're married, marriage advice. I should have brought that quad in here. Oh well, it's on my my channel if you want to see it. So, marriage advice. December 18th, we were married. 32 years. We got married at 18. We did not have it all figured out, but I was set on some extremely important, I call them bedrock principles, bedrock promises I made to myself. One of them was I would never call her a name, ever. I never have. So, some people, their pet name for their wife is Winch. Okay, that's cool. I've called her a wench like that before. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, when you get mad at someone and you call them a name, you know what I'm talking about. Never done that. Number 2, bedrock principle that got me to 32 plus years of marriage. Never, ever, when I'm talking to her, bring up the D word, divorce. Never say it. Just don't. It's not in your vocabulary. It's not part of the discussion. It can't be. It never will be. And, I hear people say it takes 2 to tango or whatever. That's true, but in dancing, there's always a lead. Someone's going to lead. And that's what I've tried to do, is lead. And many times I can't, and she does. And the way she does is she is just a good person. And so finding a good person is 90% of the battle. Right? So got to find a good person. So, and then over the years, I mean, there's always stuff that happens, but it's just that's going to happen no matter what. So, um, one of the cool things though is you do things for other people and they do things for you, like make you look, even the extra crust from the Pillsbury thing is cooked, so I have extra crust. And then it's real easy to make. You just take some, like I said, we went to Sam's today, and we got a rotisserie. Well, actually, it wasn't today. It was like 2 or 3 days ago. Got some rotisserie chicken, cut it up, and she is so good to me, Mrs. Meadow. And she'll tell you I'm good to her. So, you know, that's just some real life stuff. If you find yourself so involved with someone, and worked for me, still working. All right, we need to. I don't really want to inventory anything because we're just going to go with whatever this thing came with, but it doesn't have instructions. So let's at least look for a manual, because I feel like I need some kind of instructions so I don't just completely mess this up. Draknight. Should I do how to or manual? I'm gonna do manual. Look at there, look at there. So 2-inch toothpick FPV drone. So we've got some really smart people, smarter than me, especially right now with my brain still in TBI land. Are these motors going to work with this? It says it's a 2-inch. I might need to put bigger props on here. I don't know if I can. This is the Mobula 8. This is the Mob 8 motors. They are 1103, 11,000 kV. 1103, 11,000. Can I use that with a 2-inch? Or am I setting myself up for failure? What do you guys think? When I say guys, you guys know, I mean like pre upside down world where you can just say guys and people get offended. Ouch, that was too hot. Mm. Too dangity dang hot. I think, well, let's look at the frame. Let's compare the frame. 2-inch. What the heck? It's literally the same size. Vessel. Man, that's hot. That is hot. Steam coming off of it. All right. What am I doing? Oh yeah, let's look at the instrucciones. So it says the wheelbase is 91.8. So that is a little more distance between them. I notice it's kind of more of a squished X than the baseline. The baseline is extreme X, like it's just a square that they cut out. So let's see, motor post to motor post. 91.8, huh? 91.8 is right there. Yeah, what do you know? 91.8, motor post to motor post. $91.8. There you go. So it looks like it should work a little better, a little bit better. And the 80 or 85 millimeter, the Mobula 8 is, I think it's 85, yeah, 75, 85, 85 mm. All right, do we have a, what do we have on here? Cadex Ant, that's a horrible cam. Webcam? Really? It's called a webcam. 2023 propeller. I think these props are bigger than what I put on there, which is what I need. It's kind of pretty. Okay, so this one's using an AIO. There's not going to be room to put my O3 in here, is there? Huh. Going to need to limousine it out or something. Oh, what if I could put, ooh, how cool would that be? What if I put on the TPU mount where that Thumb Pro is? What if I put the O3 air unit there and made a TPU mount for, it wouldn't even have to be TPU. What if I just make a mount for the O3 air unit to go where that Thumb Pro is? Or that Thumb. That's not a Thumb Pro, that's a Thumb. Yeah, because there's not going to be enough room back there for the O3. Racing and freestyle shooting. Okay. Silent flight. Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely silent. 4 grams. I mean, the other thing I could do is find something else to put this maybe get one of dude, 8-bit, welcome, brother. This is homemade pot pie my wife made me just a few minutes ago. It's made with chopped up Sam's Club rotisserie chicken, and then she cuts out the bottom crust from some of the Pillsbury dough pie crust, puts it in the ramekin, I think is what this bowl is called. And then she chicken's already heated up. We keep some in the freezer. And so she heated up the chicken, and then she puts the pie, the bottom crust in the ramekin in the oven, partially cooks it, mostly cooks it, so it doesn't just stay kind of floury and gross on the bottom. And then she gets a can of cream of chicken soup. And I don't like vegetables. I eat them when I have to. And then just chunk it in there, put a top on it, put it back in the oven. The extra crust, yeah, buddy. Everybody needs extra crust, especially when you're extra crusty. There you go. And now it's too hot to eat, but I would rather that than cold. So good stuff right there. Okay, they don't have a how-to here, so let's go to the support page. I'm not clicking away to go somewhere. I'm just clicking away. Accessories. I don't know, man. Do you not have a build document on how to build? Zeus, VTX, GPS, stack. What is an A200? Oh yeah, Chinese worm that's gonna cause all of. Oh, that's one of those soccer ball type things. Now I'm gonna be part of the drone club that FCC is gonna that they warned us about, where China's going to take over all of our drones and create swarms that attack everyone and attack everything. What am I trying to do again? I'm trying to move this O3 air unit that came off of my Mob 803 and the motors and everything and put it on this 2-inch Draknight toothpick. And what I'm seeing is there's not enough room for the VTX, the O3 air unit itself. And it looks like the camera might be too big to fit as well. So I might have to abandon that idea and move that to maybe, I'm thinking like one of 8-bits frames or one of TKS's frames or something like that, to put it on. Because I don't think this is going to work. I think I'm going to need to just do analog on this. But I don't know if I have all the analog stuff to do it. Oh, you know what? I do. I have exactly the analog stuff to do it. Because I don't want to mess this up. This is my Mobula 8 analog that I was telling you about, Miss Metalcraft. The positive came off. I just need to solder that back on. Hopefully it didn't break anything when the battery was on and it was like I saw it sparking around on the AIO. But check this out. I was going to build this. That's an AIO 4-in-1, 5-in-1, whatever you call it. It's got ELRS. It's the one that Heads showed us that it's got like the higher end processor on it. See if I can figure out what it is. Let me see if I can plug in a USB. Here we go. I don't have a way. Let me just look. It should be on here somewhere. Let me get my glasses. All right. You'd think they would advertise on here what it is. Oh, okay. Crazy. Okay. Crazy 472. I think it says Crazy 472. So anyway, this has everything. All I need is a camera, and there's no plug. Oh, this is why I haven't built this yet, because I have these motors on here, which are 1102 18,000, and they have plugs, and this AIO has no plug. So I would have to cut all the plugs off and solder them. I don't really want to do that. I want to do that. But this is a 1S. And this is Draknight is a 2S. So that's not going to work. You'll likely need a 20x20 to 25 adapter on a dedicated O3 mount to secure the air unit inside Yeah, I don't think there's enough room inside the Draknight to even put the air unit in there. So what I'm really thinking about doing, and I had to really like print some TPU adapter bull craps, as you can kind of see on here, to get that to work. See how it's like not like that is that is not Eve's approved. He would have fired me if I worked for Fractal. He would say that is totally Fractal sucks. You're out of here. Get out. Go back to America. Get out of Taiwan. So one of the ideas I had is this Draknight comes with a mount that you can put a thumb probe up on top of it. What if I made the O3 air unit sit up there like if it was a GoPro, but it's still just the air unit? The problem is I don't think when you put these, like, I'm not even, yeah, I'm not, I can already tell. So when you put these aluminum shells, these aluminum rails, whatever you want to call them, for the side mount or the side support structure of this little 2-inch toothpick. I'm gonna try to hold them both with even my finger in between them is too thick. So see how there's not much space between them? There's no way that O3 air unit camera is gonna fit in that space. It's too much of a fatty. It's too fat. So, so I've got to, what is this? This might work. I don't even, what is this? I pulled this from something because it probably didn't work. All right, let's pull the spectacles back on. All right, so this is the beta FPV. Yeah, I think one of the ESCs died or something on here. I'm not sure. I need to probably hook it up to a battery and see if I can spin the motors or something. Yeah, beta FPV. I think it's out of an air. And then these are Happy Model 1102 9K. 1102 9000 kV. So that's a 1S, right? So I could put that on here. That would work. Do I put it like this? Do you put it with, let's look at a picture. Yeah, I need to test it. Hey, baby. Yeah. I don't know. 30 more minutes, maybe? You need what? Oh, you need me to drive you somewhere? Okay. Is that enough time? We'll leave at 7. Okay.
How was your food?
It's too hot right now. That was Mrs. McAwesome McShaky, who doesn't shake. Well, sometimes she does. Yeah, so I need to test this out and see if these face down. I need to look at a picture. See how they set up the Draknight. Yeah, they have it so the plugs. Oh, and the plugs are straight out. What's up with that? Okay, that's weird. Kind of AIO has their motor plug shooting straight out. You know what? I'm gonna see electronics. Is it called a stack? Oh, there it is. Yeah. I always hate it when places say like they don't have a specific AI of. Spectre. I'm not seeing it. Where's the one with, oh, is this it? $78? 12 amp. It does have black box. Does it have, okay, it has buzzer support. So that is a little teeny tiny buzzer that came with it. It's weird that they gave me the buzzer. Built-in receiver, 12 amps, 15 amp max, D-shot, 600. BL Heli, yes. I like BL Heli stuff, man. Like I'm kind of scared of the stuff I'm hearing about the AM32. 2 to 4S, okay. Well, that's what they want you to go with, but I don't want to spend any more money. You know what I mean? Like I have stuff, I want to make it work. Just got to figure out. Well, I've got this. I really want to make something out of this and move it to something. And I was hoping I could move it to that. What do y'all guys think about? You guys are hilarious, man. I gotta eat some pie. This is the best pie, man. Exalt Scoob, you just missed Mrs. McShaky walk in and check on how the pie was. I bet it's not so hot it burns my mouth now. Let's get the whole picture of it in here. Uh-oh, making a mess. I can have it. Crumbs everywhere. This is what happens when you're a McShaky. Anyway. There we go. Making a dent in it. Homemade pot pie. Nice savory dish on a day when I woke up this morning to 18 degrees and snow everywhere. But it warmed up. It didn't really warm up, but the sun came out. What the heck, man? Really can't take me anywhere. Okay, so 8-Bit had a good idea. He's like, flip it upside down, which is what all the aliens say. Flip it upside down. But as we found out, I'm going to do a spoiler if you're into, what is it called? Unnatural Things. The Netflix show with the 80s stuff, like basically how I grew up. Yeah, dude, those bowls are awesome. Hose on Commander. Hey, dude, I didn't even see you there. Building a helicopter. That's awesome. That's rad. To use that 80s term. I mean, that is like really cool. I've had a helicopter. Never flew it more than as far as it flew to break. And then I fixed it, and then I tried again and I broke it. I'm not gonna, not, I blah, 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 blah. I went away from helicopters after that. Sold it for like $300. The whole thing. It's crazy the markup on all that stuff. Spectrum radio. Before I knew about all this cool stuff with ELRS and this hobby, so many millions of dollars, I'm sure, have been spent on things to get into spectrum that are just wasted. All right, so before I go any further, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in and I'm going to see if all the motors spin up, just to make sure this is a good like AIO, because it is beta FPV, right? We'll just hang this here so you guys can see it. We're going to do this the McShaky way, which is maybe not going to work, maybe not going to work. I don't know. Let's try it. Here's a 551S. Yeah, helis are not cheap, man. Not saying quads are cheap, but tiny whoops, you can keep them cheap. All right. Let me let you see what I'm seeing. Do I need a fan on the flight controller? I don't have the battery plugged in yet. I'm not gonna have it on very long. I don't have a fan yet on my desk. I have a fan, but I don't have the power supply for it. Maybe that's when my AAO died. All right, motors. I'm just going to do a quick test to see if they actually all work. All right. 100% exiled scoop. 100%, dude. Okay, we've got that one spinning, that one's spinning, that one's spinning, and that one's spinning. Ooh! They all spin. So as far as I'm concerned, that was step one. We have a working AIO that we can use. I don't even know what are you speaking another language, Hosan? You're gonna make me look this up because I can't. I can get distracted and not go down the rabbit hole. I love rabbit holes. Rabbit holes are my favorite. That's where all the rabbits are. Okay, is that? Let's do. Let's not type my. Let's just type STEAM AK420. SteamRC AK420 with blades, heli direct. You're 29. You got a good deal, dude. Look at that. You got a really good deal. And it's out of stock. That's pretty cool looking too. Look at that. And it's belt drive. It doesn't have one of those stupid little electric motors in the back. I like that too. Makes it a little more simple, I think. All right, let's just type in here. Go Goosky or Go Goosky. S1. Legend S1. Let's go with blue. Yeah, auto rotation would be good if you you lose power, but then if you lose power, isn't your battery toast? I wouldn't want to try that. I know you're back ordered. Quit shaking at me. I was shaking enough. Back order. Back off, back order. New version of the Go. I want to call it Go Sky, but it's Goo Sky. It's really Goo Sky, isn't it? Gooski? Gooski, maybe? And why do helicopters always want to use smart batteries? I don't understand. What's a smart battery? I own 2 of them with my helicopter, but I never understood what they did that was like made them smart. That's cool, man. I will be looking forward to your progress on that. All right. Let's see if I can do. Let's see if I can do what my buddy 8-Bit suggested. We'll figure out how to mount this on the bottom. Man, that is good. Right, we're going to put you over here because we're going a different direction. Oh yeah, look at that. And then, will I just mount the battery on the top then? 8-Bit, is that your thought? Like, um, is that what you're thinking? Is mount it like on the bottom, mount all the motors face up, put the top on, and then you just mount the battery to the top of it. Is that what you're thinking, 8-Bit? But then I don't need to do that if I'm doing analog, right? Or is this, what is this? What did I have for, wait. This beta FPV AIO, I don't see a connector for the camera. So what camera did I have on here? I don't understand. Let me get my glasses on. Try to look smart. Okay, there's a reboot button. Beta FPV. There's the arrow. Dude, is this a brand new AIO? Because I don't see any solder marks. Okay, there's the OSD chip. So this is definitely analog. And there's whatever that is. There's some tiny freaking pads up here at the top. And I'm just guessing those are the ones for the analog camera. All right, well, I'm gonna build this Draknight as an analog then. I'm gonna try it with this beta FPV and these happy model motors. Side mounted connector. No side mounted connectors on here. You know what? I'm gonna try to bring up the the web page and see if it says beta FPV AIO. Yeah, so it's not this one. Because it's not the HD one that has that camera, or it's this one. F4 1S 5 amp AIO brushless flight controller. Supports flash via Wi-Fi. That is, I haven't tried that. I need to try that. Yeah, solder pads are up front. That's it right there. Okay, video in. T2, R2, ground, 5 volt. Okay, yep, I can do this. So now I got my plan. It's not what I thought I was going to stream about. Thought I was going to be building, just moving all my crap over from that Mob 803 air unit, batteries, electronics, everything to this Draknight. But obviously the Draknight is smaller than that, and I don't think it makes sense to put it on there and then make a TPU mount where the action cam goes, the run cam for the O3 air unit. That's just weighing it down. That's exposing it. DJIs are going to become worth more and more. You know, maybe I'll need to make a house payment somewhere in the future. I can sell one of the O3 air unit and camera and make a house payment probably. Or pay off the car. Or pay off the house. Who knows? So I need to go. As my wife says, she needs Huck. Do you know who Huck is? Huck is the driver who drives around Miss Daisy. That is my name sometimes, is Huck. And she's Miss Daisy. So I need to go take Miss Daisy for a quick ride because she needs something. And Miss Daisy doesn't like to drive at night. The lights are not good for her eyes. With all the headlights, the multicolored lights, the Christmas lights. She doesn't mind Christmas lights, but it's when all the cars are moving and stuff, not good. So I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Really did. And appreciate you showing up and giving me some love on my stream. And I'm gonna eat the rest of this and then head out. And I'll probably build some more, but I'm not gonna stream anymore. You guys have a good one. Thanks Vessel. Thanks 8-Bit. Exiled Scoob. Mrs. Metalcraft, if you're still out there. Hozon Commander. Everybody off axis, if you're still out there. Really appreciate you guys tuning in and watching me do another McShaky. Thanks, Ms. Metal. And sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real. All right. I think that's it. Good night.